Привет, друзья! Lesson number 8. Today, we'll finally get into one grammar topic, but it's not for us just to learn theory. It's for us to start using our Russian even more. This topic will be dealing with verbs, actions, how to turn an infinitive into a proper form in a sentence. So, let's take this first infinitive, делать. Делать means to do. But if I wanted to say I do something or I'm doing, I cannot say я делать. In Russian, the endings of words are very flexible. They are fluid. They change a whole lot depending on the situation, depending on who is speaking, depending on the gender of the objects and people, and on and on and on. Today we'll learn one of those rules, and that's called conjugation. The actual rule itself, the name of it, is not important, but what's important is that our verbs, the endings of our verbs, change depending on who is doing the action. So this я делать has to turn to я делаю. As you can see, this you addition is there because it's a certain ending when я is the subject. Subject, in other words, is whoever or whatever is doing the action. If I'm doing the action, I have to conjugate to me. If this microphone is doing the action, I have to conjugate to the microphone. So whoever is doing the action in the sentence, that's who we have to change the ending to. So, the verb делать. Делать is to do an infinitive form. This т is a sign that it's an infinitive. Whenever я is the subject, the ending is you. Делаю. So we replace the т with you. Делаю. For ты, when ты is the subject, it's ты делаешь. This ешь at the end is the ending for делать, for the conjugation. So whenever you are talking about people doing actions, you have to now change the ending. Don't worry about the endings of he, she, it, they, we. That doesn't matter for now. We can learn this concept with just two, because for the most part, you'll be talking about я doing something or ты doing something. He, she, it can wait, okay? So я делаю, ты делаешь. Okay? And this is only the first group. Делать is the first group because it ends on at. In the next lesson, we'll learn the second group. So делать ends on at, so now you know how to change those verbs. Just one verb is not enough for us to learn this concept. Let's learn a few more. But before we get there, check out Be Fluent app with the link in the description and learn Russian in a fun way, more interactive than here. You see, I'm explaining this stuff and you simply have to take notes. When you're going to be learning on Be Fluent, you'll be doing the exercises. You'll be practicing this stuff. It's more interactive versus just you watching the video and that's it. You can participate in the lesson. So it's going to be more inclusive and better for your brain, better for your overall understanding and memory. Not just theory, but theory coupled with practice, which will give you a lot more results, a lot more practice, a lot more progress. So you can speak Russian to your family and friends easily and effectively, okay? And now let's move on to learn a few more verbs with the ending at. Here they are. Of course, делать, играть, читать, and слушать. So делать, to do, then we have играть, to play, читать, to read, слушать, to listen to something. So all of these, as you can see, end on at. So they're all first conjugation group. If you were to change them to я, you can see right here, я делаю, я играю, я читаю, я слушаю. As you can see, all of them have the ending you. Now, pause this video and do it for ты. Okay, ты делаешь, ты играешь, ты читаешь, ты слушаешь. Ешь as endings here. And that's our first group. Now, let's go back to just the infinitive forms. It's not enough to say I'm doing, I'm listening, I am working. Sometimes it can be enough if you're just describing things without specifying what you're listening to, what you're reading. Let's complete these phrases with just some objects, things that you're reading and things that you're doing. Я делаю работу. I'm doing my job. Я играю на гитаре. I'm playing the guitar, or in Russian we say I play on the guitar. Я читаю книгу. I'm reading a book. Я слушаю музыку. I'm listening to music. So now these 4 actions, you know exactly what they mean, and not just the meaning of each word, but also the ending. You see the U ending, you know why that's done. It's for our conjugation, for us to build a sentence. So now you're gaining some structure to your words. Of course, the more words you know, now verbs, take a look at the ending of it. If the ending is at, then you know how to conjugate it to ya and to ты. And now on to my long-term advice. We are touching on this grammar topic. And grammar is one thing that I would love for you guys to stay away from for the beginner's time, for the first year. Of course, these grammar topics are crucial, like conjugation and things like that. But what I mean is diving deep into grammar and spending all of your time on grammar versus balancing it out with vocabulary, speaking, and listening. The reason why I say stay away from grammar is because grammar is our natural choice. We want to progress in language. Let me learn a certain topic. Okay, today's cases, then it's going to be a different topic, then the next, and then the next. And it feels like you're making progress, right? You're conquering each topic of the language. That's only an illusion of progress. Because those topics, they truly don't unlock any conversational topics. They don't let you speak better. They don't let you just, speak your mind better. And that's why I say that you should not learn those topics, okay? Because you will learn grammar eventually anyway. Grammar will not go anywhere. You will learn grammar because it's the smallest topic. But vocabulary and other parts of speaking and listening are better for your communication overall. So stay away from grammar as much as you can. That is all. See you all at Be Fluent. Check it out. Learn with us for 3 days for free. Try it out or keep on watching our YouTube videos with this next one. It's up to you.